I've got a full band show at the Hotel Cafe, December 11th, 2018. It's a Tuesday night. Hire your babysitters now, then you can leave the kids at home alone and bring the babysitter to the gig with you. They deserve a treat. It's my first full band gig in Los Angeles in 4, 5, 6 years, and we are going to play a song called Kiss Her and Make It Right, which is definitely a rocker, and I wanted to show you some of the neat things that we're going to be doing with it. Alright, here's the main melody of the song, and on the recording on the album True, a trombone took this melody, and it's an interesting texture for a record, but why not have a guitar slamming it with distortion and some sweet, crispy licks, and actually, why not have my fellow guitarist who's going to be on the gig, his name is Dan Kalischer, play it too, and we'll harmonize in that 70s rock kind of way, in that Glenn Frey with Joe Walsh kind of Eagles kind of way, right? So here's the melody. Okay, and then Dan will play it up here, right? A major third up. Boom, boom. After that comes in, we're at tempo. Feels a little happy, a little 60s. So I thought, let's add some punches. Well, man, don't act so insulting. The lyric used to be, oh man, don't act so retarded. But even though I thought that was good for a song like this, where a friend is telling a friend how to treat a woman right, you know, I guess the word retarded isn't, you know, couth anymore. So I could have added punches with like, well man, don't act so insulted. You know she's smart to the truth. See you do it again. It was kind of boring the second time. So I thought, well, let's mix this up a little bit. So instead of, well, man, don't act so insulted, 5-1, I did 7-4-1. It's 3 hits instead of 2, and it's also more interesting, so I thought, let's do that twice, so, because I need 3 sets of punches. Oh, man, don't act so insulted, you know she's smart to the truth, can't stop the lies once they're started. And then, instead of kiss her and keep it true, oh, that's kind of boring because you're going back to G, you're going back to the main chord of the song, the key, the one they call it. Kiss her and make it right. I thought going to that minor is very much more interesting. In fact, that's a general rule that when you want to make things more interesting, just try something minor, particularly in a happy song. And in fact, it takes a really maudlin line like, kiss her and make it right, boys. And it gives it some heavy. It gives it some like, oh wow, one friend is telling another friend like, make it right, make up, apologize. I've written a lot of apology songs in my days. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure I know better about, you know, women folk, but it always seemed like a good idea just to treat them well. And the gifts that you'd receive in return would be myriad. Then we get to the bridge. Now keep in mind, this is a refrain song. Kiss Her and Make It Right just kind of happens at the end of every section. It doesn't lift off. This song never lifts off into, okay, now we're going to have a big chorus, a set of lyrics that get repeated all the time. It doesn't happen. This is more like a Dylan song, and I'll go into more why it's a Dylan song in many respects as we go along. So we get to this first bridge. Hard to believe that you dare let her go. Oh, a nice G7. G7s are really, they can be kind of dorky, right? If they're not handled right, they can be kind of vaudeville. But sometimes if you use them just in little passing areas, it'll just add color and motion to your song. Keep in mind this bridge is C, G, D, G. It's very rudimentary. Hard to believe that you dare let her go. 7. So many boys would have died. Whoa, whoa. And I'm just hanging on D now. What you know, no. Right? And I'm really building some tension there by just hanging on that 5 chord. That's something that Dylan did a lot. Go to him, he calls you. You can't refuse. When you got nothing, you got nothing to lose. You're invincible now. You got no secrets. Yeah, here it is. To conceal. How does it feel? He just hangs on that that 5 chord. It's a piece of brilliance, and he used it a lot. What if he's not singing the 1, 3, 5, 3, 1? He's not singing any of those plain notes. He's singing the 7. Oh, how does it feel? Right? What if he were to sing the 1? Oh, how does it feel? You know, it's kind of boring. It's just not as good as. So he's brilliant. Hang on that 5 chord. That happens a lot in this song. It's a Dylan trick that I figured out when I was really young. Then, in the middle of the song, there's sort of this place of great tension where I say you should be the man. You've got the chance to do right. And if she shows you her rainbow. Alright, that big ugly chord, and the song slows down to a halt. It's called a grand pause. Not as in grandma's, it's a grand pause. I can pause as the band leader as long as I want, and 3, 4, kids, and then the band will come back in on when I count in. They also call that I think a cadenza, where the music stops for an artistic amount of time. You have to remember, this song is a guy telling a guy how to treat a woman right? A friend. I swear if I weren't your friend, I'd kiss her and make it right. So, you know, a good guy who won't steal your girl is giving advice here. So, when we get to this chord of tension, and if she shows you her rainbow. Oh, Rolling Stones reference? And then it plays this sweet, sour, dissonant, sort of ennui-filled chord. It's called a C diminished. You usually use it where you want something sad, you want something with tension. Is he gonna do the right thing? What's he gonna do when she shows him her rainbow? That's a really important thing, showing someone your rainbow, right? It would make you wonder what our protagonist is gonna do. And you know what he does? Kiss her and make it right. And then it goes into the biggest part, the heaviest rockin' part of the song. So many boyfriends have died. Whoa, 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 for what you've known, no. Then we get to the end of the song, and I do another Dylan thing. I repeat Kiss Her and Make It Right a bunch, because you gotta send them home with the message. And then I do my little Dylan thing where I climb, but now instead of going down like a Rolling Stone, I'm going up. Kiss her and make it right. Yeah. So we got A, C, E flat. It's an E flat diminished. Make it right. And honestly, that's not really much of a Dylan chord there. Right. And then we do the end again. And you hear us do that ba 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 ba. I think those are called half-note triplets, I think. And they definitely signal the end of something, like the end of this video. In sum, what's important here is that you feel compelled to come to the rock show at the Hotel Cafe on December 11th, 2018 at 8 p.m. at night. It's a Tuesday in Hollywood. Please attend. We will play Kiss Her and Make It Right, and you will understand it better, and you will know that, hey, that's from his album True, and I've never heard that album, and I think I'm going to go home and stream the hell out of that. Or maybe even buy a CD at the show. Yes, I will have CDs at the show, and yes, sometimes people still do buy CDs. Buy CDs!